Hi, I'm Anthony Scodary. I'm co-founder of Gridspace. We make speech and language artificial intelligence software. A neural network is a model of computation or a function that can do something more complicated than is easy to write with a normal computer program. And so they were invented originally back in the 40s and 50s as something called the perceptron. And the idea was, imagine, it's pretty easy to write up on a computer. Like if one number is 3 and the number is 4, then output the sum is 7 or something like that. But if you were trying to do something more complicated, like imagine you want to identify if there's a dog in a picture, right? If you look at any one of the pixels, like a pixel might be brown or green or bright or dark, but you can't tell from one pixel whether there's a dog in there. Even if you look at lots of pixels together, it's really hard to start to identify from the patterns that there's a dog there. Same goes for maybe identifying what sound someone is saying or whether a word is similar to another word. And so for these really complicated relationships, you might want to model it with something that looks like a neuron in the brain, where you have multiple inputs getting mixed together, and then they go out to multiple outputs. And if you put these into a network, modeling these really complicated relationships, you can start to first identify patterns or shapes, then identify something that looks like a nose or an eye, and then eventually, oh, this looks like a dog versus something else. And so those sorts of relationships are modeled very naturally through a multi-layered network where you're identifying simple features and then complicated features. And they also are very complicated intermixed relationships. And it turns out that these neural networks that were loosely inspired by the brain are the best thing that we have for modeling these sorts of functions. And so they've become ubiquitous. Eventually, we made them really deep by having many layers, and that's called a deep neural network. And that's become the dominant compute method used in machine learning and also, increasingly in more complicated AI that we have to build today. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any terms from the world of technology and machine learning AI that you want us to define, post it in the comments. Thanks for everyone who's been submitting. If you want to keep following these, make sure to subscribe to Gridspace on YouTube and learn more about AI and machine learning and all the fun stuff that we do here.